Okay, so start recording. We have more time after we've just finished Discworld 1 and after me messing around and muttering to myself for a bit. I think we're in a place where we can actually do this. So we just finished the first Discworld adventure game. I feel like seeing the sequel. So we're going to be continuing with Discworld II Mortality Bytes. I have not played this before. I have not watched a playthrough of this one before. I know some of the music from it, because it's pretty catchy. There is a lengthy intro to this game. We'll watch through that. I can't really say much more about the game. I have not read anything about it. I don't know if it's based on any of the books. I think we'll see that the production value has gone up. I can't remember. When was this one actually done? 1996. Which I think was a year later after the first one. So, yeah. Okay. Let's, get this going. Just a moment. I'm having to wrestle with DOSBox. Okay. As I said, there's a lengthy introduction, so we'll have to, you know, sit tight. I believe it's the same companies which worked on the first one. Sounds like we've got CD audio as well. Okay. Let's see. Subtitles on, please. I think the audio is about fine. Bump it down maybe a little bit. Can't change it to English UK. Game controls, double click speed, that's all fine. Quit playing, no, okay. Let's do game. Look at that animation quality.
I knew a farmer and I knew him well, and he had some kind of animal, I think. Possibly it was a humorously shaped vegetable, and it showed us possibly a parsnip or a cucumber. I don't know. I can't remember the words. They were really... Now I can't remember that either. What was that word for something that's clever and short? Damn, it's like what you make helmets out of. Nah, not tin. I can't say that a phrase of mine was tinny. Ironic, maybe. Yeah, pithy, that's the word. The song was really pithy. I don't know which song. What are you going on about songs for? Hey, what was that? Over there, in the donkey cart park. No, it was something. Let's go and see. No, it's not dangerous. It's the start of the game. They can't kill us off yet. Come on, trust me. All I'm gonna do is look. Well, this is a pretty poor job. I think I can dismantle it. Nearly a catastrophe. Don't sweat it, pal. We've got 9 minutes and 7 seconds left. You know what we could do? We could drive this thing out of here. Oh, damn. No donkey. Oh, you could pull it. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Looks like we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Couldn't be simpler. I'm thinking we should turn the green flask. What do you think, maybe the red? Let's turn the green flask then. It's just a hunch. Remember the time in the high-energy facility when I turned the yellow flask and blew everything up? Right, so I'm turning the red flask then. What? Did I say green? Well, I meant red. Look, we can do it your way if you... Look, I'm sure, okay? You ready? Aren't you going to miss all this stuff when they stop making these games? Aren't you just going to miss it all? I'm turning the flask. There, you see? Uh-oh. Grab the cat, gangway! Take cover! Oops. Well, the animation budget's increased at least. Well, of course that's a good thing. It means they haven't spent as much on plot, doesn't it? They've probably halved the number of insane object puzzles for a start. Sorry, I mean clever lateral thinking exercises, of course. Trust me, I've been through this sort of thing before.
There's a place you're always welcome, that's as nice as it can be. Everyone can get in, 'cause it's absolutely free. That's death. No need to take a breath, just lie around all day with not a single bill to pay. Hooray, that's death. No more sicknesses or flu. If you've lived beyond your means, you can die beyond them too. Boo-hoo. Well, the greatest and the finest have already died. Why not simply join them on the other side? That's death. Say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen, that's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way to lose weight, mate. Nothing here to hurt you, no one's here to nag. Come die with me if your life's a drag. That's death. For wealthy and well-bred, all of them are here, and they're all completely dead. That's death. No more headaches, no more
Colleagues, gentlemen, and fellow wizards. Here's looking at your bottom.
Up your eye.
Huh. Pull the other one. It's got strange knobbly bits on.
Happy Hogs Watch Day.
Thank you. Colleagues, we are gathered here today for the final departure party of our dear, soon-to-be-departed comrade, the wizard Windle Poons.
Hooray!
Good old Windle, don't forget to go straight. 3, 2, 1, 0!
What?
Nothing. That's it, I hope. Right, everybody, our funeral at 2:30, then drinks and ham rolls in the main hall at 3. Hiya! What's happening? Call this service, do you? I'm dead, I am. I demand to be taken away to a better life, as per contract. Oi, things were different in my day. You died properly, not like the deaths you get nowadays.
He says he's not dead.
I am dead, but I'm still bloody ambulatory. No, you're not. You're fooling no one but yourself, you know.
Well, he looks dead.
Smells dead, of course. He always did, though. And I suppose my word doesn't count for anything around here. I can't be dead if I'm still talking, now can I? Look, old chap, it's our considered professional view that you are an extinct wizard. Your opinion doesn't count because you're dead. Oh, yeah, good point. Well, I suppose I'll just sit here then, shall I? I suppose it takes a while. So, how is death, actually? See any, white lights, tunnels, girls with harps? Oh, yes, please. I'll take 2. No? If this is heaven, I wish I'd done wicked things when I was alive. What's happening to me? Well, it seems that your body's dead, but your soul's still in residence. Well, I'm not hanging about here for the rest of my afterlife. I've had a hard life, Arch-Chancellor. I'm entitled to a bit of paradise. I've read about it. Young women and wine and whatnot. Look, your life's over. You're not supposed to moan about it. And definitely not supposed to contemplate any whatnot.
Who's responsible for this? Where's death, then? This is outrageous. You can't have a soul hanging about a deceased body like that.
Why not? It's unhygienic.
Yeah, there's food laid out. We can't have him near the nibbles. The health inspectors will be on to us.
Yes, good point. Now, compose yourself, Windle. You can't decompose here. I shall have to ask you to move along. Oh, comes to something when a man can't even drop stone dead in peace. Eternal rest, is it? Well, I'm not to take this lying down. I'm off to find myself a nice shallow grave. There's been too much of this sort of thing lately. Rincewind? Rincewind! Rincewind. There you are. Now, as you're aware, there have been some very odd goings-on in this city of late. I am referring, of course, to the sudden disappearance of Death.
What? No one's dying?
Oh, they're dying, but their souls aren't being taken away. They're dead and alive at the same time, and now it's happened to poor Windle. Death's gone, and we need to summon him back. So, here you go. We need to perform the rites of Ash Kent.
I suppose you have a list of mysterious ingredients that I now have to run off and collect.
What? How did you know that?
I just had a dreadful suspicion. All right, so what have we got to find?
Well, it's a rush job, so just the bare minimums will do. We need 3 equal-sized sticks of wood and 4 cc's of mouse's blood. It shouldn't take you more than a few minutes.
Bet anyone?
What is it now?
Let's just say that, we needed more than the bare minimums. Not to say that I'm questioning your judgment. I'm just, planning for the future is all.
Well, the rest is all just flash and style. This is a death rite after all. You know the routines. A bit of sparkle and glitter in the air, vile Charles stench erupting from the tomb, and lovely dribbly candles. That sort of thing.
None of which we'll need at all.
That's right. Just the wood and the mouse's blood.
There never seems to be any way of getting a decent moment's rest around this place.
Okay.
Act 1. The right stuff.
Oh, hey. We can actually have a look around the area. Right, we'll save. Well, that was a lot of stuff, wasn't it? It's very Monty Python. Yep. Certainly. Okay. Let me think. I think this is part of the plot for Reaper Man? Can't remember in which of the books Windlepoons actually ends up dying. I think it was Reaper Man. Circumstances are different, though. Let's go back to the dining hall and have a look around. Oh, some of them have buggered off.
Food. Well, I say food. It is vaguely organic and probably could be placed inside the mouth in times of emergency.
I'm just going to adjust the volume levels because that music is getting a little loud. Or it's a bit difficult to hear the voiceover, I think. Okay. That did sound like it got lower, actually. Okay, about there, then. I mean, it looks like food to me. Giant jellies. Mountains of mashed potatoes and sausages. Seems pretty great. And you were sleeping in it.
The Arch-Chancellor, my imperious leader, who thinks shouting is the same as intelligence. Before they made him, they broke the mould. What a sight to stir confidence. Well, possibly not confidence, but it certainly stirs something.
Can we talk to him again? Oh, we can.
For a good conversation starter. For when everything else fails, why not try a little sarcasm? For asking about sticks. For asking about mouse blood. For asking about glitter dust. For asking about dribbly candles. For asking about a vile stench. For a personal reflection. For ending the conversation.
Okay, thank you.
You're sure you really want me to do this job, then? I mean, there's no one you'd rather...
Perspective is kind of weird in
what?
this scene.
...lumber with all these hours and hours of pointless activity.
Well, now, let me just consider the alternatives. No, you're the bunny, I'm afraid.
You know, when I get older, I want a job where I just sit drinking milky tea all day, too.
If you don't get me those 3 wooden sticks and that mouse's blood, I'll... Understand?
Ooh, nasty. Right you are, then.
Okay.
Are you sure there's no one else's life you'd like to ruin?
At the moment, I'm content to merely ruin the life of Assistant Wizard Rincewind. I suppose if pushed, I could try ruining the life of gardener's assistant Rincewind. Assistant street sweeper Rincewind. Actually, I feel a certain yearning to really come down like a ton of rectangular building things upon a sewerage systems blockage removal technician, Rincewind.
So, that was 3 sticks, mouse's blood, glitter, stench, and candles. Right, back in a tick. Or maybe a jiffy. What was it I needed again?
3 wooden sticks, being of wood, long and thin, and stick-shaped, equal lengths preferred.
But what are they for?
They're for you to find, not stand around asking questions about. 4 cubic centimeters of mouse blood.
Should I collect it myself, or should I consult with a very small vampire?
Suit yourself.
Look, about this glitter then. Where should I try looking for it?
When you have a hat as pointy as mine, my boy, these sort of questions are far, far beneath you. That's what bumbling lackeys are for. And you, I may say, look pretty bumbly. It's obvious. To find glitter, go where glitter can be found.
The wardrobe?
Seek the source, my boy. Pure glitter. That's what we want. Glitter with a capital glur.
Go to the main source. Right. Any other
Do
suggestions?
they mind it?
Well, you could mug a passing pixie, but those little devils can give you a nasty bite.
Fair enough. These dribbly candles then.
Yes?
Got any ideas then?
Well, my boy, the best dribbly candles come with age. A careful process of mellowing, of oozing the wax into careful runnels over hours of devoted time. Oh, it's a highly skilled job, candle dribbling. Careful aging.
I noticed none of the
Just
candles in
way
here
we
are like
make
that.
The perfect
How convenient.
Arch-Chancellor.
Inconvenient.
And careful dribbling too. Now, you're sure about me needing a stench then?
Well, only if we want the spell done in the traditional style.
So where do I find a stench?
Follow your nose. Oh, that was rather good, though I say it myself.
Sure.
Right, so now it begins. The Great Quest. Ah, I can see it all now. Wandering locations, searching for obscure items, staring at objects, wondering what horrible manipulations I have to go through just to secure the most mundane pieces of junk. Can't even go to the lavatory without negotiation with 3 dwarves and a manically depressed troll for the toilet paper. It's not even as if life has a high score table at the end. Still, could be worse, I suppose. I might have paid for the privilege. Sorry, can't say
Joke's
come
on
all day,
you with
must be
that,
off.
mate. Okay.
I wonder why they always make coffins so sturdy. I mean, who do they think is going to break out?
Can we take it?
Yeah, sure. As though they'd let me spend the game holed up in a coffin.
Oh, we've actually got more dialogue. Nice. Oh, hey, luggage.
I wonder if it's about time my luggage had a bath.
It looks like it's got a face on the front of it.
I would try and scoop it up, but without something to put it in, I would just make a mess.
Would that be fine? I think that would be fine. Wouldn't it? I think the wizards make enough of a mess around here.
Let's just leave him alone.
Oh, okay. It's not my inventory? Let's leave.
That leads to the dining room. That leads to the high energy facility.
Yeah. What have we got? What else have we got around here? I think that's the Tower of Art. The university has a tower, I think it's called the Tower of Art, which looks very tall from the outside, but when you climb up and go up to the top, when you look out, it is impossibly high, much higher than it is actually, when you're outside of it.
A foam accelerator, eh? It looks like a giant drink mixer to me.
Thorn. A thorn is the basis and traditional unit of magical strength. It has been universally established as the amount of magic needed to create one small white pigeon or 3 normal-sized billiard balls. In this very room, the thorn has been successfully demonstrated to be made up of resins, which literally translates to thingies, or reality fragments. Current research indicates that each resin is itself made up of a combination of at least 5 flavors, known as up, down, sideways, sex appeal, and peppermint.
Right. It's like a nuclear reactor. Only the best working on it.
Hey, what are those little black things roaming around inside?
They're actually dimming the sound when people are talking. That's nice. We got Skaz, Mad Drongo, and Ponder Stibbons.
Ponder Stibbons. Profession, research wizard. Personality, maniac. Avoid at all costs.
I don't imagine him looking like that.
Students these days, I ask you. Skaz. Essentially the sort of man who carefully files away family photographs as his sole means of recreation.
Hey there.
So, what have we here then?
Thorns! Billions and billions and billions of thorns!
Pardon me while I just edge closer to an appropriate escape route, will you? Please don't let me disturb your meditation on world domination. Oh, lovely. A giant drink mixing machine.
Drink mixer? You call the greatest magical breakthrough of the age a drink mixer?
Yes.
Well, all right. Maybe it is a giant centrifuge now, but one day, Pacow! Weeping Ruth! We have the power. We're unencumbered by outmoded ideas, and it's quite untrue that thormic research damages the brain. We are the young generation, and we have something to say. We'll split the thorn and usher in an age of cheap, clean power, a new, clear future.
We've been getting nowhere fast, haven't we?
There's no truth at all that splitting thorns causes the brain to melt. No truth at all. Every day, and in every way, I'm getting better and better and better. They laughed at me and said I was mad, you know. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a real nice night. No, day. Ha 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 ha.
You're a loony.
Loony? Loony, eh? Well, we'll see about that. They called Mad Dog McAxeman a loony.
Well, that could be because he used to dress up like a crayfish and go running up and down the high street.
That wasn't him. It was another one.
No, it wasn't. He was the idiot who accidentally ate his own feet, for heaven's sake.
Yes. Well, people always scoff at what they don't understand.
Well, I understood he scoffed his own feet.
That's a very different personality from the one he has in the books.
So, what is a thorn, actually?
A thorn? You want to know exactly what a thorn might be?
Good heavens, no! That's why I asked.
Oh, yes. I can tell you all about thorns.
Well?
Aren't you going to say please?
All right. Please tell me what a thorn is.
A thorn is a magical particle, the quintessence of magic itself. Inside this Thorm accelerator, I can take magic and whir it up to a massively increased speed. Imagine! High-powered magic! Spells 1,000 times more efficient than before! With this power in my hand, I
Give your creature life? Be the envy of your friends? Get girls through hypnotism? Make in your spare time?
Oh, yes. Yes, all that. And more. Zoing! Come in, Starbase 9.
Look, you're a busy man, or at least humanoid.
Would you like to see a brief documentary clicky display about my work?
No, thank you.
We have a guidebook, complete with an interview of me and a series of diagrams charting my incredible progress in finding out what makes the universe tick.
No, that's all right. I know what makes me tick. I'm ticked when I accidentally put sugar on my sausages.
What?
I don't see this as being a new age in magical energy. Still, might be a few arts grants in it. I could try gargling lager and curry, then take a ride with a piece of canvas.
They end up doing quite a bit with it. The Science and Discworld books go into a bit more with that.
Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else.
They actually end up creating Round World and having a good time investigating the oddities of that place, which is dominated by science and not magic. Hello.
Oh, like, wow, I see like a totally new world. It's a view into possibilities that might or might not be. Cosmic uncertainty, man. Kind of like you've got an animal inside this box, only it's a cat.
The box is a cat.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like dead. Oh man, you just have to climb in this thing for yourself and go for a ride.
Oh, lovely. So you're a research fellow, are you? Free housing, a wage and medical benefits, and this is what we get for all our outlay?
It's not such a good job. I'd leave it if it weren't for the perks.
What have you been doing?
It's like a manifestation of cosmic energy.
Looks like a giant centrifuge to me.
Yeah, but it's like spiritually purifying. It removes the extraneous elements of the soul.
Really? So what did you lose?
I lost, right, all the unneeded creamed corn and diced carrots that had burdened my psyche, like, for so long. It's incredible, right? I mean, I never even knew I had them in there.
Oh, fine. One wonders if the public knows that their valuable taxes are being spent on the creation of a giant merry-go-round. Still, there might be some sort of use come out of it. You could charge kids 10 groats a go and watch them spew candy floss all over the walls. At least it will give the ants something for lunch. Thank goodness this robe is washable. You, on the other hand, appear not to be. Why don't you have another ride?
Right.
Well, that's it for now.
Hello. Do you have anything valuable to say?
Ah, hello there.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And you are?
Skaz, that's a name I have. Yeah, right.
Oh, lovely. Well, that's this conversation off to a good start then. What are you doing here?
Doing?
Just answer the question.
I'm, trying to get it together, I mean, what are, like, any of us really, like, actually doing from a cosmic point of view.
Yes.
What?
What are you doing in this room?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, working, on this new, magical engine for working things out. It works things out, By working them out, it crunches numbers into little bits.
Amazing. What's it called?
We, call it Hex.
The thing on the table there.
Well, 'cause in the working things out engine business, everything has got to have, like, a 3-letter name.
Is that because you can't understand longer words?
What?
Somehow, when I look at you, I feel that a 3-letter name just isn't enough.
What? I don't understand.
Really? That's astonishing. It really is. So this is where all the grant money goes these days.
Hey, there's no point getting all, uncool and heavy. Anyway, I don't deal with the money. It's all Kevin's doing. He knows how to talk to the university council.
Kevin? Who's Kevin?
One of my research assistants. He's a, invertebrate politician.
You mean inveterate politician? I think there's a misprint in the script.
No, invertebrate. He's an ant. Currently, he lives in that test tube over there. Now go, go like away, because I can't stand around here all day. It's too difficult.
What are all these leggy little objects you have running around the place?
Oh, those? Oh, they're ants.
Ants?
Yeah, ants. They got legs and sticking out bits on their heads. You get them in sandwiches at picnics, ants. That's what they're like, you know, that's what they're called.
I am perfectly aware of the existence of ants. What I want to know is why you have them running freely about the innards of a complex mathematical machine.
Ah, there, in fact, is the essence of my, very cunning plan. You see, when we were designing Hex, we worked out that what with it all being so new and everything, we were bound to end with, a lot of bugs in the system, and that'd mean people would be complaining the whole, time. Every time it wouldn't work properly, they'd call us and tell us there was, a bug in the machine kind of thing.
So why have you put an antil inside?
All right, well, the cunning bit is, we thought what we'd do is put all the bugs in right at the start, so there'd be no room for them later on. Smart, eh?
Amazing, and somehow so prophetic.
Right, but we don't call them bugs anymore. We call them creatures. Then, if a problem occurs, we can say, no, it's not a bug. It's just an undocumented creature, and the whole system relies on them now. They race about inside there, opening up little gates, closing them, opening them again, running about in little wheels, dragging bits of information from one storage bin into another. It's working really, well.
I'm not so sure about that. How do the ants feel about it?
They seem to like it. We found the machine works if you put living things in, see. We put in a mouse the other day, and it worked really fast when we put some RAM in, until they butted their way out.
Do you ever, how shall I put this, lose any ants?
It's funny you mentioned that. It was only yesterday when I lost 100 of my best. It was awful. The machine was totally debugged for a while.
Belaboring the joke a little bit, but yes. The thing on the table was a computer, pretty much. And there's another recurring character from the books. The ants run around in the tubes, getting access to different areas, and they are like how the computer thinks. Or how Hex thinks.
Much as I'm convinced that there must be a reason behind all this rot, perhaps it's safer just to never know. Maybe I'll just rob the place of every little object that might be of use and just leave it at that. Pick up bird, open door, throw axe at dwarf. It was so much simpler in the old days. Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Let's go. Hey, Bellows. I'll take that.
Bellows. Strangely soothing to operate, but I don't know if they'll ever catch on.
We got it right. Ask ink, ent. Mouse blunt. Smell. Glitter dust. Stick. Candles. The reason for all this is because they've taken the right and over the many years they've refined it down to the bare minimum. And a magnet. I'll take that. Also, anthill inside, intel inside. Haha. Right.
That's not going to help you. Hey, what are those little black...
Yeah, we've seen that. I believe there's supposed to be a typewriter or something connected to it. That's how you'd input commands, and then they'd put out paper. Okay, let's leave. Hang on, there was stuff on the floor. Did I need any of that? There's papers and so on. No. Okay.
That leads to Ankh-Morpork.
Okay, well, oh, there's a garden.
That leads to the University Gardens.
Let's go there. What have we got here? Oh, people are playing, croquet.
There just had to be a knob at the end of the course.
Yeah.
The Bursar, a man apparently unravaged by any sense of guilt. Otherwise, he'd stop mucking about and give me a little bit of help for a change.
Hello?
Hello there. Fine day for it.
Yeah, for it? You see, my spleen still remembers.
Remembers what?
Well, it remembers. I don't.
I think the ratio of sane to insane characters is rather heavily skewed in one direction.
Nice game.
What? Bloody varnish industry. That's what's behind it.
What?
It's them. They drain all the sap out of them, you see. Tree vampires, that's what I call them.
Look,
Makes the wood too light. No stiffness to it. See these croquet mallets? Not heavy enough to make a decent clout. Find me another mallet, boy, and I'll show you how we did it in the old days.
Okay.
The simple charms of a quiet life. I could just stand here and watch it all day. The pure green grass, the gentle sun, the tedious old fools hitting balls with long sticky things. Yeah, you're right, really. Let's get out of here before we find ourselves joining in.
Okay.
Be seeing you then.
Bye.
One croquet you. Or, if we're being foreign, we'd say hoopla. I don't think I should interrupt their game. Perhaps when they're gone will be better.
Can I have a look at the mallet? Where'd he get the ball from, anyway? Can I go over here? Oh, I can. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people. They got a loop-de-loop. Make it more interesting.
The Dean. Possibly the next best thing to administrative staff a university could have without actually hiring anyone who can do sums.
Hello?
Hello. Shh. Sorry. Really sorry.
Oh.
So you'll all just have a nice game here then while I'll go off and work, eh? Right, don't mind me, I'll just be over here saving the entire universe then. Tricky shot. Very nice sticks on those croquet mallets.
Go away! We're trying to play a relaxing game.
Fine, don't let me disturb you. I'll just be over here saving us all from certain doom.
Is that a hint that we're supposed to get the sticks from the mallets?
Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Okay.
Funny, the librarian never really struck me as a croquet kind of chap.
We perhaps only have the strength for it.
Well, that threw a monkey wrench into the works. No, it's just a turn of phrase. I swear it just slipped out. I in no way intended to pass any sort of derogatory remark about your chosen form. Not here, nor ever. I personally find that having an arboreal primate as a companion has been an enriching, nay, invigorating experience. Well, that settled him down. I do wish he'd just let it rest. I don't see it matters if people accidentally say monkey. So, at least you chaps are having a
Wow,
good day.
they're not actually doing that joke for the first one.
Breeze is blowing, sun shining.
Maybe I'm talking too
I
soon.
suppose that makes it monkey shine then. Well, he's the one who said it first. So, seen any good sticks around here at all? Oh, well, I'll just go off and keep looking then.
I think that one before was a reference to a TV show. Not one which I remember seeing myself. Oh, I have vague memories of something. Did it involve space and like a moon or something? Ah, jeez.
You know, the sooner I get Death up and on his feet again, the sooner I might open up some more avenues for promotion around here. Be seeing you then.
Okay, we got weird topiaries too. Can't look at them. Let's go this way. Oh, hang on. There was a chicken there.
A maze? Oh, please, let's not add this to our list of woes. Let's just stay out here where everything's nice and calm.
But okay, fine, whatever.
I'm already lost.
How do you work a topiary maze? Now, I guess like that.
A maze? Oh, let's just...
Oh, and it flies back down.
A rooster. It's one of the few organic life forms on campus that is almost definitely not an ex-faculty member.
Okay, let's go.
So this is the university compost heap. Everyone always goes on about recycling as though it's such a thrill. It's a load of rot. I mean, think about it. You're encouraging the breeding of a vast mound of bacteria in your own home. Surely the one in your sock drawer is good enough for you.
There's a bunch of sticks in that. I guess they're not the right length, though.
A birdhouse in the university? I thought the Arch-Chancellor had ordered all the local wildlife to be shot. Oh, no, that was the students. Well, that's all right then. Just so long as he wasn't being cruel to animals. An imp. Small, offensive, and more than just a little bit suspect, I think. But I must admit, his little metal boots are rather neat. Not to mention smelly. It's already occupied.
Okay. Hey there.
Stop it.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were someone else.
Who?
Who? What?
Who did you think I was?
Oh, nobody in particular. Don't worry about it. Oh, eek, ah.
One hesitates to ask any further, really.
Oit, oit, oit. Oit, oit. Urgle, nurgle, oit.
So that's it, is it? That's your entire repertoire, just sitting around and saying, oit.
Is that all? Is that all?
Does kind of look like an urgling.
Oh, you say I'm just a smelly little imp, and so I say hooray-oh. You say that I'm a silly little gimp, and I say go away-oh. 'Cause I'm smelly over here, I'm smelly over there. I'm smelly, smelly, smelly everywhere. I fill the bathtub plug with hair, and then I sing all day-oh. Oh, you say I'm just a silly jelly blimp, and I say it's okay-oh. You say a piece of string is limp, and I say the word potato. Limp, limp, limp here, limp, limp, limp there. And potato peelings everywhere. How long's it take to skin a bear? And I say, all day, oh, oit!
Quite. Look, who are you?
Oi, oi, Stench the imp.
Stench the imp?
No, Stench, not Stench. I wouldn't make any friends if I was called Stench, now would I? I mean, I don't have a stench. All part of the job, you understand. But Stench is not, in fact, my actual name.
I see. And so you, in fact, might have the worst stench in the kingdom.
Ah, second worst, I'm afraid. The worst belongs to foul old Ron. Well, that's probably what did it, actually. Drove me mad and all. The disappointment, the yearning, looking towards a goal one could never really achieve. That sort of thing.
Mad?
Oh, yes. Lip-strumming, hooting, mad, I'm afraid. Oi, ew, who's a pretty cuttlefish? Oh.
Why do people lapse into insanity when they talk to me?
You've got a sympathetic face, mister. Oh.
These boots are yours, then?
Hmm?
They're the home of your stench.
Aha! They are the perfect home for any stench. They are, in fact, the ideal dream home for really strong smells. I aim to go and attract some really astounding stinks to myself later on, right after a good, hard, manic fit. Hang on. Here it comes now. Oit! Oit! Nope. Didn't happen. Sorry.
Oh, thank
An imp with
Thank everything.
steel
Thank heavens.
sole boots. That looks curious. Look, I hope you're writing this down. I mean, what do you want me to do? Shout, hint?
Okay.
Oh, that's enough of this conversation for me.
Good. Let's leave. Let's go out into the city. Maybe things will make more sense out there. Oh, was that more on the other side? I'll walk the other way. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Lovely little flowers. Just what the bees need to do their work.
Can you take one?
Call me surly, but I just don't feel like picking flowers.
Oh, okay. Oh, hives!
Beehives. I think worker bees are so nasty only because they do all the work and the queen gets all of the other. But you know, a bit of romance, a bit of soft lighting, maybe a little cup of nectar shared with the drones, and I think worker bees could be as nice to get on with as anybody. Or am I just talking rubbish? All right, it was only a thought. I'll get back to the game then if you're so keen to always be practical. I don't know, you try to add a little bit of philosophical depth, and do you get any thanks? I think not.
Right.
The university beekeeper. Look, let's not hang around too close. He might try to talk to us.
Is that a problem compared to everyone else we've talked to? Hello.
Keep off them bees there, sir.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I said, do please keep away from the bees. They're very dangerous. You need the right equipment, see? A veil, smoke, that kind of thing.
Oh, come on, they're not that dangerous, are they?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Last fellow here who tried to mess with that hive ended up stung, bewitched, and turned into the helpless love slave of the bee queen.
Really?
As the gods judge me, sir, he was off there collecting pollen day and night just for the privilege of seeing her mandibles crease up in a smile, sir. Awful. Awful the degradation he got put through, sir.
Oh, gods, it must have been horrible.
Yes, sir. The pollen made me sneeze something awful.
I think at this point I should, buzz off. Look, can I have some wax out of the beehive, or do I have to get tough?
Tough? What? Go in there and fight the queen herself?
No, I mean get tough with you. You know, threaten. Offer violence. Intimidate you through use of magic powers, that sort of thing.
There's no call for that sort of thing, sir. If you're going to take that attitude, I'm afraid I'm going to have to force you to go on a bizarre quest to find objects which will catch my interest and curry my favour.
Oh, that would be a novelty.
You've no one but yourself to blame, sir. Off you go. The days are wasting.
I think at this point we've had so many lampshades hung on mechanics of this being an adventure game that we can open up our own store.
So you really like bees a lot then?
Oh, yeah, they're wonderful little things, sir. Such rich and varied lives. Zooming into the hive and zooming out again, and poetry. Pure poetry in motion. No one pays them enough attention, sir, that's what I think. If only someone would give the little darlings the recognition they deserve.
Quite.
I mean, it's all ants these days, sir. Ants this and ants that, and ants can carry 100 times their own body weight. And
Yes, now, look.
I mean, it's nothing a bee can't cap, sir. Look at your basic regurgitation process, or the fascinating little dances bees perform. Point. I see a flower filled with nectar. Point. Watch out for the spider's web over in that tree. Point. The clover's coming into bloom. Where's he gone then? I was just getting into the really interesting bits.
I do enjoy watching bees flying around the garden. But let's go on. Right. What have we got?
A sort of rest home for the dead.
Got a cemetery. The Shades.
The Shades. I know it well. An area where curiosity not only kills the cat, but also weighs it down with bricks and tosses it into the river.
I think it's the same joke they used in the first game. Docks.
Where water meets land, although in this case it's hard to tell which is which. The
Plaza.
focal part of town where the new clicky theatre is.
Oh, they developed it from the last game.
Used to be one of the more jolly guilds. Now look at it, just a pile of rubble.
Yeah, so the place which blew up in the intro was the Fool's Guild. Yeah. Which is actually a terribly dismal place. Oh. Ah. Okay. It's over there now. I think I'm gonna have to save this and we'll continue with this next time. It's rather hot. And, yeah, I think I've, we haven't really done anything, but we've gone through the intro and talked to some characters. That's nearly an hour. Continuing on for the end of Discworld, the first one. I think we'll actually get into the proper meat of things next time. Did I get permission to use that sound effect? What's that cemetery? A jester. And a pick. And tombstones.
A pig. Let's just leave it at that and not be picky.
Take it.
Let's just leave him alone. Don't you find something strangely soothing about an ambulatory box which can consume 50 times its own mass in food, clothing and furniture? Actually, it scares the willies out of me too. Let's just leave him alone.
Why can't I always...
Oh, you handsome little sea weevil, you.
Why can't I always access my inventory?
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
A suffragesta.
Oh.
Now that's what I like about modern times. A woman is free to take her place, stride boldly forth, and get totally ignored just like all the rest of us. What's this one say? Only sleeping? He's fooling no one but himself.
Hello?
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Overcome what?
What was that, fascist?
I'm asking just what it is that you want to overcome. Who tied you up like this?
I've tied myself here, yeah, me, pig. Now try and repress me out of that.
You tied yourself up?
It's an act demonstrating freedom, see? Well, it demonstrates my freedom to tie myself to anything I want to, whenever I want to. That's one of your basic human rights, right? And I'll fight to keep a hold of it.
You mean you want to fight for the right to lose your freedom?
Right on. Don't you want to know what I'm protesting about?
I was half hoping to avoid it, but do go on.
I'm protesting for the right to have female members of the Fools and Jesters Guild, and I will not be moved.
Why are you protesting about it over here in the cemetery? Why don't you go and do it outside the Jesters Guild?
They never have anything worth tying yourself to over at that end of town. I like this, though. Quite a nice little steak, if you don't mind my saying so. Not an absolute prime choice, mind, but getting there.
Then by all means be my guest. Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Okay, that's, good talk. Any other places we should have a look before we end it?
What? Defile somebody's place of rest? Not me.
Are you sure? Oh, we can go over here.
What's this one? If unattended,
We
please
shall
ring bell.
overcome. We shall overcome.
Oh, hey! Swindlepoons.
Ah! Ha ha! Another one! Go find your own grave, you rotten fool!
Windle?
Windle? Gad! That's my private name. Ah, you still remember, lad? Oh, great days they were. Great days. Life? You don't know what life is until you're dead. It was great, all that breathing and walking around in the fresh air. Oh, I tell you, if I had my time all over again, I wouldn't reincarnate.
So, how are you adjusting then?
Oh, I'll never get used to this grave, I'll tell you. The walls are so thin. All you can do here is lie around and listen to what the neighbours say.
So, what's it like? Being dead, I mean.
Oh, I've had enough of it. The hours are too long for a start. Here, keep the wretched dead and alive hole.
Wait, what am I supposed to do with a grave?
Use it as a small swimming pool, huh?
I can't swim.
I never said you had to fill it with water, did I? Yoicks and away!
Right. Well, it looks like I have a real mission then. I either restore Death to his rightful place, or else we'll be up to our armpits in gaunt, dark-eyed young Gothic girls dressed in black, all pretending that they can quote romantic poetry. Actually, that doesn't sound bad at all. Nah. Onward!
Where are we going?
A slab, aha, mounted beneath the coffin. A sort of primitive anti-gravity system. That leads to the cemetery.
Hey, dribbly candles. Oh, we can't take those?
Oh, another coffin. You know, I think I'm really getting the hang of this object identification thing.
Did you take a course of it?
I can't reach it from here.
No? I guess we will need...
Nothing I could do would move it.
I guess we will need a ladder. No, he's not there.
A crypt? Ooh, I can think of lots of good reasons to avoid going in there. So let's not creep into the crypt, eh?
You went in there without me asking you to. Don't get to complain about it if you make your own decision about it. Anywhere else? Let's go to the plaza.
Popcorn!
No, there's Dibbler. And there's the milkmaid. Hey, they've got returning characters. How about that?
Odium? What's an odium and why should I care?
Well, we do have to find a smell.
Cut me own throat, Dibbler. The sort of itinerant merchant adventurer that gives greed a bad name.
It looks a bit more like I'd imagined him, honestly.
Popcorn!
Trolls prefer blondes. Why, do they go better with broccoli? This one looks good. Attack of the 50-foot dwarf. Should go down a treat with the local trolls.
I don't think trolls actually eat people. They don't eat organic things. They eat rocks.
Popcorn!
Hello?
Popcorn! Do it yourself, popcorn! Just add heat and butter and maybe a frying pan. Also serves as catapult ammunition. Or excellent fishing sinkers. Come and get it while it's still in stock. Only one previous owner. I'm letting it go for less than market price, and that's cutting me own throat. Popcorn!
Thought they called it banged grains.
Is this all your life has to offer? I thought you might have, well, you know, improved yourself. Reached for higher goals.
I'm reaching, Gov, I'm reaching. Matter of fact, I'm going into clickies.
Clickies? Just what Ankh-Morpork needed, eh?
Exactly!
Yeah. For you, irony means sort of like iron, doesn't it? So we're into clickies now, are we? At last, the monkey has found the banana plantation.
Yep, moving pictures. Here, have a read of this.
Oh, I've already read it.
Clickies. Oh, now there's romance for you. Hot dogs, popcorn, drink stands, the merry rumble of candy rolling down the aisles.
And the shows. Don't forget the actual clickies themselves.
What? Oh yeah, I mean the shows go without saying. Chocolate-dipped ice cream, novelty drinking cups, collectible lobby cards.
I don't believe this. You mean to tell me that art has to take a second place to cheap licensing and marketing? Well, I can tell you that I'm above that sort of thing. Catch me being involved in some damn licensing scam? Ha! Fat chance. The last thing I'd ever do is allow myself to become involved in a shabby marketing ploy designed to use a famous name to sell a product which is in itself utterly devoid of any real... Right. Well, good luck with the career and I'll be off.
Did we mention the range of pewter figurines and exciting t-shirts this time? Shh.
No, hang on. Wow, I can take that onto the map.
Popcorn!
Hey, okay, you actually ate the pig. You didn't, like, devour it. It's actually in the inventory. Hello.
Boo-boo-be-doo, 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 boo-boo-be-doo. Oh, no, I just don't think this is working.
By the great beard of someone unusually well bearded. What happened to you? I thought you were a milkmaid.
I was a dairy products distribution agent, thank you. All that's behind me now. I'm a thespian.
I'm sorry.
An actress, a star of stage and screen. I'm starring in a new clicky called Trolls Prefer Blondes.
Oh. And why do trolls prefer blondes?
Well, apparently I'm damn. What's that word for generic pop idol?
An icon?
No, No, icons grow on trees.
Those are acorns.
Really? I'm sure it wasn't acorns. Oh, well then. Maybe it was coconuts or melons then. I'm sure I heard it mentioned somewhere.
I think I'm beginning to get the idea.
Anyway, now I'm a famous pop coconut. It's ever so exciting.
So you're a clicky star now, are you?
Yeah, isn't it fun? They said my assets and experience perfectly suited me to the job.
Experience? You were a bloody milkmaid.
So?
I fail to see what milk production has to do with qualities of screen charisma. Ah. Oh, forget I said that. What a lovely dress. Very, very glittery, wouldn't you say? Not that I'm hinting about clues or anything.
Glitter is what all this clicky business is about.
Okay.
Cool. Yet another empty-headed character. Nice glittery dress, though.
Okay.
See you later.
Maybe we can get some from the dressing room then. Can I go in?
Popcorn!
Apparently I can't go in. Okay. What about where this exploded? Oh dear.
A clown's hooter. How I can blow my own horn at last.
Yeah. Don't pass up the chance.
I think you might be confusing me with someone who actually wants to exert themselves.
Okay, put it into luggage.
My money pouch, overflowing with a vast wealth of gold coins. Well, when I say overflowing, more of a slow trickle, really. And vast wealth is a purely subjective phrase. And when I say gold, more gold-ish than gold, I guess. Oh, all right. I have a few copper coins. Are you satisfied now?
I think all the gold coins in Ankh-Morpork have a very low gold content anyway. Oh, a brick.
Oh, Chucky, 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 Chucky. Boo. Oh, Chucky, Chucky.
My old pals, the Fool and Chucky.
Holy crap, his voice has changed. He's actually dead.
Great gods, you two again?
No, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky.
But you're dead. You quit life's stage. You're resting.
Chucky wants to be the ghost of all jokes past. Being dead is grand. Look, we even get flowers. Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky.
Why are you a ghost and not a zombie?
Now look.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cohen.
Cohen who?
Cohen, answer the door. Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chuck, 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 Chuck.
Why is it everyone else toddles off to heaven or hell and you two get to hang around here?
Chucky, 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 Chuck, Chuck, Chuck. I'm stuck. Stucky.
You can't leave. I mean, you're dead, but not gone before. You're haunting.
No, death hasn't come for us yet. Left us floating here, he did. Chucky can't leave the Guildhall stones and mortar. Not even for sures.
Yours? What's yours?
Oh, a pint of lager and roast boar crisp, thanks. Oh, Chucky, 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 Chucky.
You're right. You are the ghost of old jokes.
It's a repeat from the previous one.
No. If we had to have a character from the past, what happened to that nice Amazon lady? Maybe I can throw his haunted rocks into the middle of a sewer or something. Let's see him laugh that one off.
Ah, are they going to be doing that? Thinking back now, pretty sure it was this game the demo was of, not the first one. First graphics ring more of a bell than the first one. Oh, okay. I haven't seen any of this game. So far, it's well, they're kind of hitting all the points which I would expect. Animations were nicer in the first game. Like, I don't know, honestly. I'd have to see more of it. Certainly the character models are bigger, and I think they're a bit more animate than they were in the previous one. It's got... It does kind of feel like they don't fit into the background as much. And that is something I've seen in other games as well. King's Quest VII comes to mind. Or is it King's Quest VIII? The Princeless Bride. Yeah, the Princeless Bride. Kind of got a similar visual style going on, I think. It's kind of... Wow. That one's more Disney-esque. This one's kind of there, but... So 25 years ago you played this, so maybe it's a bit foggy. Oh, I'd be interested in actually. I wonder. I don't remember seeing any demos for these. Not on any of the PC magazines I used to get. Though, 96. Yeah, I wasn't getting them at the time. So, I think the earliest one I have is like 98. And the magazine I was collecting, I don't think started until 97. So, a bit after that.
See you later.
I'm wondering with this, we picked up a brick. This is a bit of meta knowledge on my part because it's related to Weird Sisters, the book. Ghosts haunt the location where they died, or can haunt the location where they died, and they can't go beyond the place where they died. In Weird Sisters, there's a king who died in a castle, and he can't leave the castle. However, the witches get past this by taking a stone from the castle, and he can haunt the stone. So... I don't know what happened to me when I said, you know, oh, I think we're eating.
Death, do you? In my day, people knew how to
Just
die
keep going on for a
properly.
bit more.
Tunnels, white lights, booming voices, the choir invisible. Right, that is it. If a job's worth doing, then it's worth doing yourself in. Oik!
Don't need to hold your breath.
Nice day for it.
Drop dead.
Can't drown yourself in that river.
A hammer-headed shark. They're called hammer-head sharks, you know, because their head is shaped like a hammer. See? Now you can say you've used your computer for educational purposes.
I'd already done before this game, Age of Empires.
Ah, Jim lad.
Is that a reference to Hook? Or just Peter Pan in general? What time did the movie Hook come out? With, what's his name?
One seafaring fish-eating bird. I hope he's not looking for his dinner in the River Ank. At least not without a pick and a shovel. Novelty stuff. Now this looks interesting. I wonder what they are, not to mention what use they could possibly be.
There are fish in the River Unk. They're very flat, and they tend to explode when they come above the surface of the river because of pressure.
Very knockdownable, that wall. I should report them to the Better Homes and Gardens people.
I mean, I complain about originality, and I'm really just repeating stuff I remember from the book, so I'm not being original. No, I can't talk to him.
I wouldn't go closer if I were you. It's only called water because of the position it occupies between the river bottom and the sky. Here, try and dive onto that and you'll dent more than your hat.
You pick some up?
I'm not swimming in that, or walking on it for that matter.
You wonder then what the purpose of a dock would be, but I guess I have to fish things off the surface every now and then. Bodies.
You know, I doubt that I can just push the wall down.
Well, I have got a pick.
Whoa, I doubt whether that would knock the wall down.
It's a pick! Why would it not?
Whoa.
Throw a brick at it.
I don't think he'd want to eat that.
I didn't want it to... Oh, what? Well, I mean, it could eat the brick. I don't know whether it'd be happy about it. I was trying to get the fish, is it?
Oh, it's stuck inside the net. I'm afraid that doesn't go very well with a pick. If I want to do anything with a hook, I'll have to get the net off first.
Okay, do we need some scissors?
A brochure about do-it-yourself clickies.
Like, sitting in there with a camera or something and filming it.
Wandering shop. No one knows why. But all the most truly mysterious and magical items are brought from shops that appear and, after a trading life even briefer than a double glazing company's, vanish like smoke. They can turn up wherever there's a suitable stretch of blank wall. But once there, they have always been there. Dust and grime and a general worn look instantly dispel any doubts in the minds of people who may have walked down that same street every day for a year without noticing it. There are 3 general theories to explain the phenomenon of wandering shops. 1. Many thousands of years ago, there evolved somewhere in the multiverse a race whose single talent was to buy cheap and sell dear. 2. They are the creation of a sympathetic fate, charged with the role of supplying exactly the right thing at the right time. 3. They are simply a very clever way of getting around the various Sunday closing acts. All these theories have 2 things in common. They explain the known facts, and they are completely and utterly wrong.
They tend to appear between 2 other buildings, pushing them aside and just showing up in between them.
A stuffed flamingo. Yes, well, I'm not quite sure what it's doing in an adventure shop, but if you must have a flamingo, then I suppose this is as good a place as any in which to put it.
We're going to do Alice in Wonderland.
Just what I've always wanted. I don't suppose I can have it then.
Why not? It's yours. You only had to ask.
Okay, thanks.
1 alligator, badly stuffed. Well, every magical shop has to have one, I suppose. Frog-scented incense. Extra smoky. Frog-scented? In the middle of summer? These people are barbarians. A stuffed fish. I can't say I think this is the absolute best sales venue for preserved seagoing wildlife. Still, if today was the day I wanted to go into combined camping and weapons shop and purchase sea life, then this would certainly be my choice du jour.
I did not understand any of that. I'm sorry.
Candles, excellent. These should do the job nicely. Nope, can't reach them. I better ask her first anyway.
Well, she'll let you take the other thing.
Books. The perfect resting place for overfull coffee cups. I'll have to get a few more of those.
You're complaining about people being
strange
barbarians.
Machine. I don't know what it does, and I'm fairly certain I'll rest better tonight for never having known. Maybe it has something to do with this being called a wandering shop. An old woman. Well, I say old, but given the cruel abuses of this dingy level of technology, the possibilities of childhood malnutrition and debilitating diseases in later life, that gives a fair range, doesn't it? And even if she is old, I mean, old is a relative term. She's older to some people and younger to others.
Hello.
Hey there, Your Highness. And aren't you a pretty little girl?
I'm not a little girl, I'm a powerful and dignified magician.
Why are you dressed up as a princess, then?
I most certainly am not.
You've got a tall, pointy hat. All princesses have tall, pointy hats.
Look, it's not...
And a dress. A tall, pointy hat and a dress. That's a princess in my book.
So how do you explain the beard, then, eh? Eh?
I thought that was just probably your peasant blood, dear. A lot of men find a bit of hair sultry and attractive.
I wish a lot of women did. I can't really see that this shop serves any valid social purpose at all. It all seems like a total waste of resources.
Well, that's nice coming from a princess.
Look, for the last time, I am not a princess.
Okay, Your Highness.
Look, all joking apart, what are you selling?
Well, Your Highness, this here is an adventure shop. It has all the marvellous things people need.
Well, thank you very much for joining, Kibbitz. Hope you have a good rest.
Is to find a hole in the ground, collect some friends, and then go delving into the underground, armed only with swords, rope, 10-foot poles, halberds, 6 torches, and a flask of oil.
Good gracious. And is there actually much of a
And
demand
iron
for
rations.
this?
No. It's all collectible trading cards these days. Dim wick, the smothering. It's taken all the fun out of the business. I can't even shift magic items anymore.
Magic items? What, elven cloaks, magic swords, boots of speed, that kind of thing?
That's the stuff. We don't really stock the boots anymore, though. We did have boots of domination, but a female barbarian already bought up those. Anyway, do have a browse, Your Highness, and let me know if there's anything you want.
It really does say a lot about what the target audience were into. Oh man. Yeah, I guess when when this came out, Magic the Gathering would have been getting into gear, wouldn't it? D&D wasn't as much of a thing as it had been in the 80s and 70s. Oh, it's saying sentences and feel old. Yeah, well.
Candles? You do candles?
Yes, Your Royal Highness. I make them by hand. Well, I would make them by hand, but everyone just uses continual light spells these days. I don't really stock candles anymore. Those are just display models made out of plaster.
But you could make me some if you had the chance.
Oh, yes, love. I just need you to bring me the raw materials. Now, your grade A candle, that's made from dead whales. We used to use their nasal hairs, but these days a true pure white candle is made from spermaceti.
Where does that come from?
I never dared ask, love. Anyway, the next best thing is beeswax.
Beeswax, right.
We used to have a lovely bee milking parlour out the back. The bees insisted it was the only way to get the job done. Every evening, we'd round up the bees and settle them down in little chairs, give them all a newspaper, and let them wax away to their heart's content. Then someone pointed out that all we had to do was open up the hive and scoop out all the wax we want. The little buzzers had been having us on all along.
You just can't trust a bee, can you?
That's just what I always say, Your Royal Highness.
Oh, stop it. Sorry, can't stay and chat all day. Must be off.
Okay, bye. I was expecting it to be in a different location. Maybe it did move around, but we just ended up in the same spot.
Oh, hello. And what in the world are you? Mm-hmm.
Spare a gold piece, sir. Spare a gold piece.
Yes, yes. Well, I didn't understand a word of that at all. Sorry.
Cute death of rats. Yay! It's the death of rats.
Highly recommended service.
So this is the dead collector, huh? When I was a lad, I just used to collect butterflies. I suppose it's just a matter of scaling up.
Is it a ghoul or something?
Oh, lovely. A cartload of corpses. Still, I suppose it's nice to get out for a bit of a ride in the fresh air.
Have to make sure that they stay down.
Bring out your living dead. Bring out your living dead. Dead collected, corpses transported. Guaranteed disposal to far-off climes. The dear departed stay departed. They like it so much they never come back. Highly recommended service. Well, obviously the transportees themselves won't recommend us, but complaints are never ever received either. Bring out your living dead. Dead, sir?
Dead? Of course I'm not dead. Do I look dead?
No, hard to tell sometimes these days, sir. It's just that if you're dead, then you're stuck in trade. Our post-mortem travel service offers dozens of very exciting internment locations.
Look, I am not dead.
Look, you seem a little bit peaky. Why don't you just hop on the old cart for a minute, and if you pop off, then it saves us all a lot of trouble.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'll avoid resting my backside on a pile of carrion.
Suit yourself, sir. I'm sure they don't mind.
Foreign climes? For a corpse?
Well, corpses have needs too, sir. It's not all just fun and games being dead. There's a sudden stiffness in the joints, continual growth of hair and fingernails, not to mention noisy poltergeists and neighbours who dislike being gnawed.
Ignored?
No, gnawed. You know, maggots and such like. Pshaw. Should hear the way some of them go on about it. I mean, it's not like there's anything I can do about it. Still, I thought the offer of a few exotic locations for internment might soften the blow, as it were, sir.
So, how is business these days?
Tailing off, to tell you the truth, sir. Most of the dead hereabouts nowadays provide their own transport.
What? They just start walking around all by themselves?
Yeah, bloody cheek. 1 minute you've got a livelihood, and the next minute everyone decides to be a zombie, all posh-like, and starts walking about and frightening school children. I've had to ruin myself making my service more attractive.
Attractive? How?
Well, used to be we'd just take the stiffs and chuck them into the plague pit outside of the town. No, beautiful ceremony it was. Very touching, watching them slide down and go thump at the bottom of the hole. Real poignant, like. Now, though, you have to make it seem more attractive than wandering the streets as one of the walking dead. So now we offer transport to foreign climes. You know, sun, beaches, relaxation, that sort of thing. Hopefully it's just what your freshly snuffed corpse desires. A good holiday to get some of the kinks out.
I think I saw a movie about that recently. Something similar anyway. People taking a body on holiday.
Posthumous travel services. I wonder if he gets many return customers.
Guess not if he can help it.
See you later.
Hey, you, leave them alone. If you want to join them, you need to be dead first.
Okay. Got someone over here.
Well, the one saving grace is that the loss of the poor fellow's cranium probably didn't interfere with his thinking.
A troll's head.
What, walk around here carrying a troll's head?
Ah, I think that's a troll's bar. Hello.
So this is the infamous foul old Ron. You know, there are some personalities so stunningly horrid, so utterly breathtakingly awful, that they actually transcend the mere physical frame of their owners and stand out as an icon, a banner of meaning with a life all of their own. Then again, there's also hundreds of grubby old street people like this bloke who just make me want to scratch.
They're like the premier beggars of the city.
Henry Coffin, famous beggar and the man of 1,000 nasty coughs and spits. He can hit a spittoon at 20 paces, and I wish he'd try to. The Duck Man, I presume. I just don't know how anybody can live with a duck on their head and not know it.
He's got a sign on him saying, "For some money, I won't follow you home."
Henry Coffin.
No.
Henry.
No.
A coffee pot. Well, I say coffee if you could
Spare
call
a
it that.
gold
Whatever it
piece,
is,
sir.
if you drink it, you'll at least be
Spare a
dead, if
gold
not dead
piece.
sober.
Oh, buggery. Oh, buggery. Millennium hand and shrimp. The buns, the buns, all over the... You young spiders. I told them, put that in your trumpet. Millennium hand and shrimp. Blow that for a game of trousers. Was there something you wanted?
Look,
Talking. I'm good at that. Most of the time I talks to myself, because it's nice to hear an intelligent person speak. Millennium hand and shrimp. You can blow that out of your teapot and no mistake. I'm as sane as the next man. Listen.
I just hope I never meet the next man, but I probably will. Look, you're a busy man, I can see that.
Maybe right, I've really got behind on me mumbling and shouting out loud quota today.
I see the local care in the community scheme is hard at work.
Millennium and shrimp.
Of course, a really caring community would probably have moved him further downwind.
Yeah, he smells so bad, his stench has got its own personality. I believe these people aren't actually a member of the Beggars Guild either.
Those
Spare a gold
are
piece.
boots you're cooking, aren't they?
Prime boots with stench attached. They smell like shoes, you know. Gotta have lots of boots to maintain a real fine stink, you know. Plenty for everyone.
What a lovely bunch.
It's beans, roasted beans in water. They say there's nothing like a nice cup of coffee to clear the mind. Mind you, I prefer mud. A good hot cup of mud sets you up for the day. A good meal of old boots and mud, and a man can laugh at the world.
Dialogue's getting a little low.
And I do. Spiders nose, stinging like sticky paper, and lying, millennium hand and shrimp, lying.
You know, some might say that this chap lacks a firm grasp upon reality.
Yeah,
That
bugger 'em all.
sums
My
up
personal theory
most
is that he has a
people we've
very
talked
firm
to.
grasp upon reality. It's simply not a reality the rest of us have ever met
Spare a
before.
gold piece, sir. Spare
Okay.
a gold piece.
Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Oh boy. Hello.
Here, spare a groat for a... Spare a... Here, dame. Forgotten what I was asking now.
Oh, please, just go away.
Here, give me some money, mate. Just get...
Spare a gold piece, sir. Spare a gold piece.
Sorry, sir. I didn't... I didn't realise you were so close.
Yeah, bugger 'em.
He'll probably wash off.
The actor's going all out.
Now look,
Spare a gold
I wish it
piece,
wasn't.
sir.
Never
Spare
mind.
a gold piece.
do you serve any useful purpose at all?
Yes, mate. I'm a social figure, I am. I get non-invited to all the best functions in the city. I do.
What do you mean, non-invited?
Oh, you know, they sends me the address, and they pays me money not to turn up. I can't understand why myself.
It's a complete mystery.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, go. Oh, no, don't rub it off. It only works it deeper into the cloth.
I'd probably have more to say, but I'm afraid I keep being distracted by this bloody dreadful smell.
Yeah, after a while, I think the nose just shuts down because I can't
See you
believe it.
later.
Hello.
Spare a gold piece, sir. Spare a gold piece.
How's it going?
A whole gold piece? Most people don't earn that in a month.
Well, the streets are swarming with beggars, sir. So I just thought I'd establish myself in a different niche market. You know, beggar to the upper gentry.
Oh, really?
So, as I say, sir, any gold pieces to spare? Perhaps raw bullion? Shares? Futures? That sort of thing?
Oh, stop it. And go and do something about that duck.
What duck?
You wouldn't say there's anything in the slightest bit unusual in your appearance at all?
No? Why?
Nothing that, say, when viewed in a mirror, might give you pause for thought?
What's a mirror, sir?
Ah, we may in fact have reached the root of the problem. However, it's a silly problem, and so I'm suddenly going to stop talking to you. Look, about this...
What, sir?
Well, it's just... Do you feel any, poultry-ish presence in your life?
No? Not that I can say I've noticed.
So you wouldn't say, for instance, that you have an unusual choice in hats?
Hats? I don't wear a hat.
Or pets, perhaps?
No, sir. Never keep any pets. They say an owner always ends up looking like their pet. And who'd want to go around in life looking like something silly?
Oh, yes, I see your point. Oh, yes. What's in the pot?
Coffee Olay.
Olay?
No, Olay. We stole it from a bullfighter. Got to stay sharp, sir. Otherwise the bull might get in an illegal punch.
Fresh coffee. Can I try some?
No.
Nah, don't think I really want to handle this one.
Oh, God.
Correspondence would be welcomed.
Okay. Yeah, the thing with the Duckman is he's completely sane and perfectly normal, except for the fact that he has a duck
Well,
on
that's
his
enough of
head,
this conversation for me.
which he does not believe at all.
An old clay pot. I wonder what that was used for.
Can I take it? I can.
Spare a gold
Gimlets.
piece, sir.
Let's go in here.
Spare
Away
a
from these.
gold
As
piece.
far away as possible. I must say, Mortality gotten a heck of a lot more dreary since the last game. Sound design on this was make fart and snort cough noises every 5 seconds.
I wonder if this is that cafe.
No, no.
Olay everyone keeps
Worse.
going on about.
No. Worse than that. Look, just do some recordings when you have a flu or something like that, right? What do
I
you say?
wonder if this is that cafe Olay everyone keeps going on about.
Gimlets.
Gimlet. Here's a dwarf who knows the meaning of the word hygiene. He thinks it's a greeting. Still, at least his shirt front can act as a sort of menu.
Hello?
Hey there, sir. Hey there. What can I cook for you? We got the meals for one and all. A fixed price menu and everything come with a pickle.
What's on the menu?
Oh, mice, sir. Mostly mice. Ethnic dwarf cuisine, sir. I got 'em baked, I got 'em glazed, I even got 'em on a stick.
Mice? You mean you're dishing out rodents?
Not just any old mice, sir. Big, fat ones. Prime squeakers, sir. Good pink noses, no finer in Ankh-Morpork.
What makes you say that?
Operation of the jaw. Tongue and vocal cords, sir. And then the words just fly out. Oh, sorry, you meant the food. Very select rodentia, sir. And hygienically prepared, sir.
Rodents hygienically prepared? How?
I always wash my hands after touching them, sir.
Fair enough. Can't say fairer than that.
Dwarves like eating rats and mice, I guess.
A rodent bar. How lovely.
Prime eaten, sir. Vol au vents and ratatouille. Fresh caught at the table, sir.
And do you cook them?
Cook? And ruin the flavor?
This may sound a daft question, but don't you have anything that isn't rodents?
We do have rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah, granite, quartz, some prime cuts of obsidian, fresh today from the quarry for my troll customers. Even some candy rock for afters. I know it's not mice, but, well, he seemed wise to spread my clientele, sir. Go for the troll dollar, that sort of thing.
Trolling for more customers?
That's the one. Candy rock, that's right, sir. It's like a toffee for trolls. Well, very chewy toffee for trolls. It might have a bit too much mica in it. The only problem is that it can make the teeth fall out. Bad for them, you see, sir. But I tell a lie, because we're out of it at the moment. Someone ate all the wheels off the delivery vehicle. Happens about once a week, that does. Must be a la carte menu.
Raw mice au naturel. Why is it I have such a sense of foreboding and dread?
I don't know how people manage to live in Ankh-Morpork. Where do they get...
Excuse me,
No.
I think it's probably time
Where
for
do
me
they
to take
get
my medicine.
edible food?
Chili powder. Compliments of the high energy magic facility. Just been in the same scene as it makes me sweat.
Take it.
Aha, a menu. I wonder what they serve here.
Take that too.
Let's see what we have here. Rodent in a bun, rodent in a bag, live rodent on brochette, and stunned rodent cordon bleu prepared in a white wine sauce with shallots, truffles and small potatoes. Oh, damn, they only serve that one on alternate Tuesdays.
Okay then. We'll have to probably subject ourselves to that at some point. Doesn't look like I can talk to the others around here.
Ah, the latest trend, a sidewalk cafe with umbrellas. Next thing you know, the waiters will be wanting tips. I could sure give them a few. I don't need an umbrella.
No? Oh, that's like sit
Either
at
these are
table.
stains on the table, or the food is flatter than is usually the case.
I see that mouse. Okay. Quick!
A vile smell? An ambulatory vile smell? Yes, well that's brought some life into my day. Even though his odour seems solid enough, I doubt that I could catch it with my hands.
Oh, I was going to say talk to it. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. It's like... Right. A street.
Yeah, that leads to Mrs. Cakes.
Right, okay. Let's go here. Hey, that wardrobe looks familiar.
Can you imagine what horrors that could be kept in here? Fortunately, it's locked.
That looks like your one from previous
Jars,
game.
eh? I'd say somebody around here has a pickling fetish. Slops. I don't think we ought to examine this one too closely. A poster. Ah. Neo-Fauvist post-cubist surrealism, I see. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's upside down. Let's leave the scenery alone.
Okay, yeah, we can't interact with it. Oh. Granny Weatherwax, I guess.
Granny Weatherwax.
Yep.
A tough lady, this one. Best to let her get the beauty sleep she so obviously needs.
It's got a sign saying, I ain't dead. Currently inhabiting the mind of something else, I think.
And what's more, it's unoccupied.
You lie down
Good
on it?
reason before I'd lie on that cold slab.
Back problems? Oh, a knife. Stop that.
I'm not putting my hands in there.
Okay.
I guess this is the bucket they all kick before they go.
Kick it?
Nope. Afraid it's welded to the floor. Just the thing for putting his equipment on. I'll give it a go, but I think that local surgical appliance technology might not be quite up to the task.
Okay. Dare I go into Mrs. Cake's shop?
A genie bottle, eh? Obviously a good home for beings of the non-substantial persuasion. Sort of a sense of foreboding here.
What else have we got?
One crystal ball, complete with test pattern. Mrs. Cake, you'd think a hat that size would sap her strength, wouldn't you?
Hello?
Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day, eh?
What? How dare you? Well, now you're just talking rubbish. Order your thoughts, young man. Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day, eh?
What? How dare you?
Okay. So I know what's going on here. Mrs. Cake is, well, crystal ball. She sees into the future, right? So she's preempting what we're saying, and you have to say the proper response.
Look, I believe you're fouling up this whole conversation.
What do you mean? How do I do it?
I just don't believe the hash you're making of a simple conversation. How are you managing to do it?
Ooh, yes, that's what I am. Why, does it show? Well, now you're just... Order your... Is it?
I got it wrong.
Hello there, eh?
What? How dare you?
So,
Look, I believe you're fouling...
What do you mean?
I just don't believe the hash you're making of a simple conversation. How are you managing to...
Ooh, why does...
She's talking like she already knows what I'm going to say. Is she a clairvoyant?
Well, it's nice to start all over again. I'm sorry about all that. Sometimes I forget I've left it on, you see.
Hello there. Nice day. Oh, damn it, we're back here again.
Eh? Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn my precognition off. There we are. That should be much easier.
yeah.
Phew, thank heavens that's all over.
I'm so very sorry about that, young man. I'll forget my own head next. Now, how may I help you?
I believe you have, in the books, she describes that you have to say the proper responses, otherwise she gets an awful headache. Because, you know, what was supposed to happen doesn't.
A psychic, eh? Well, who'd have thought it?
You did, dear. About 3 minutes from now.
Do you really get away with all this? Just pretending to read other people's thoughts for a living?
Well, it's not as if I'm making money at it. Ask most people to cross your palm with silver and they look at you like you're some sort of beggar. The only fringe benefit these days is the ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? What do you use that for?
Never you mind. I am too.
You're not really a psychic.
I will.
Prove it.
All right, ask them.
I know. Answer my questions.
Blue,
Describe my favourite colour.
a rash,
Describe what I got for my birthday.
fat, toothless and covered with sauce.
Describe my breakfast.
Frilly underwear.
Nope. I just can't remember what I meant to ask just then.
I do, and you ought to wash your mind with soap and water. Now, why don't you just go off about your business, or I'll tell all the nice audience about what you keep in your sock drawer.
Might I borrow that genie bottle you have on the shelf up there?
I tell you what, you can have the bottle, but only if you get me some nice, fresh ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? What? That stuff that drips down walls? Sort of ghostly goo?
That's the stuff. Nice and slippery.
Won't the wallpaper get all sticky?
That's what the punters want these days, dear. They don't think you're a proper psychic unless there's ectoplasm sloshing all over the place.
Where does ectoplasm come from anyway?
Ooh, you can wring it out of spirits if you can catch 'em. Squish it out of 'em like wringing laundry.
Okay.
Is there much of a commercial call for ectoplasm? Usually pause for thought.
Okay.
See you later. Just snow. Guess I don't know how they're working.
It's just got my TV static in it.
Looks like the door to some secret society. Or my name isn't Brother Rincewind.
Have a look.
Hello there!
Ha! A likely story. That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from you living fascists.
What? I never said a word.
Words, yeah, right. That's where it starts. Dead common, dead boring. You've used them. Don't say you haven't.
I'm not prejudiced. I'm dead set against it.
See? There you go. If there's ever going to be any justice for us undead, then we have to start at the grassroots.
Oh, a bit lower than that, surely.
Don't you try to dictate our level of activity. Lively, dead right. That's what we want. So if you're not dead, then drop dead. This club's for the children of the night, so if you want to live it up, right, you go elsewhere.
Okay then. Undead, yes. Unperson, no. But we'll actually save it there and continue with this next time, because I can actually stop myself now. Hold on a moment. Okay, there we go. Right, we've gotten items, we've talked to some people. We'll try to make more sense of this all next time. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you join me there.